Hey guys, it's me, your pal, Michael Macintosh. How are you? I'm just hanging out here at my place, and let's see. I just wanted to talk a little bit about some things that I think many of us have had to deal with, and that this is not a video that's designed to, spread optimism or make you feel good about everything. I want to talk about some very serious stuff, and one of those things is depression. How many of you out there have suffered from depression ever? Like real serious, clinical, hardcore, perhaps diagnosed depression? Well, I have, for a very long time. In fact, from about age 6, I think I started experiencing depression due to memory loss from experiences I had when I was 6 years old, until I really started to recover these memories in my early 40s. I'm now 44. I was part of some, military projects when I was a child, which I've talked about before in other videos and interviews elsewhere on the net. And, I have my memory suppressed with, I guess, reverse engineered Soviet era technology that the United States government developed. And, via, their DARPA, Advanced Technological Research and Development Agency. And, I did not access these memories. They were gone, suppressed for a very long time. It wasn't until I did some very serious sort of regression therapy after a traumatic experience of being nearly killed by a drunk driver in New York City and not being able to overcome and move forward from the traumatic experience of that I sort of accidentally uncovered these memories of these experiences from when I was 6, and started to remember subsequent experiences linked to that. But I want to talk about the depression specifically. Depression is a horrible thing. I know I've suffered from it for 38 years of my life so far, which is most of my life. 10 years of not being depressed is, in a 44-year-old life, is, not even a quarter of my life. So I've been depressed most of my life. And I think this has really impeded my ability to sort of have real friendships and real relationships with other people. It's impeded my ability to learn and focus and grow and develop in other areas of my life, such as school, for instance. During high school, I was extremely depressed. I was unable to focus. I had sort of an attention deficit disorder coupled with depression, and it made studying and taking tests extremely difficult, to the point of where I had been basically a straight A student up to that point, and then in high school I I almost dropped out. Like I was very close to flunking out of high school because I just couldn't deal with it. I wasn't able to focus. Plus, I moved a bunch of times, and it really impeded my ability to sort of focus and not, be able to deal with anything other than this depression that I was experiencing. So, I want you guys out there to know that, like, for instance, that there are other people who have experienced very serious depression. I am one of them, and you're not alone. I know how low it can get, how low you can really feel when it kind of like takes over you. It takes over your mind and your emotions and every other aspect of your life, and just creeps in and takes over. It can be very difficult, although I have started to recover my memory, which has helped me to overcome being depressed. It's still there. I don't think I've gotten all of my memories back, and I'm trying really hard to access whatever's in here that's been damaged or suppressed or whatever, so that I can continue to overcome what depressive tendencies I might have left. I do feel a lot happier since I started remembering, I have to admit. So I want you guys out there to consider the possibility that if you do suffer from depression, that you may have had traumatic experiences which you're not dealing with properly, or maybe you don't even remember them. It's certainly a possibility. I think there's a definite link between traumatic experience, perhaps abuse, and depression. And the first thing you can try to do, I think, to overcome that is just be honest with yourself. And no matter what other people try to say, they might call you crazy or try to gaslight you and say, like, oh, this didn't happen to you, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about what other people think about your experiences or your thoughts or ideas or anything like that. What matters most in terms of overcoming the feelings of being depressed is what you think about yourself ultimately, and building up your self-esteem and realizing that you are who you are, and accepting that, and being happy with who you are. And there's no reason you shouldn't be. There's no reason you should think that the person you truly are is somehow of less value than other people, or that somehow you're worthless or not as good as others. That's just not the truth. Everybody, as we all know, is as the founding fathers of the United States wisely documented, all men are created equal, right? Well, this is definitely a truth. There's from the moment of our birth, there's nothing better or worse about you than anybody else, and it's our experiences that make us who we are. And if you have no control over those experiences, say from your childhood, or your perhaps the neighborhood you were born in, or whatever. That's not your fault, and it doesn't make you any less equal than anybody else in this world. So don't let those feelings get the better of you. Realize what the truth is, and go from there. That would be my advice. And try to. I think it's silly to try to be like, just pretending to be optimistic about everything all the time, and just, reality is fine. Accept reality, and, take it as it is, rather than try to be thinking that everything is always going to work out for the best, because you will set yourself up for disappointment as well that way, and that can lead to being perhaps depressed again, I would imagine. I mean, I've never really had too much of a problem with that, because I've never really expected much, but I think that if you are sort of blindly optimistic or naively optimistic all the time, then you really are just kind of setting yourself up for a disappointing experience in life. So just let me get this thing out of here. So just try to basically take reality on its own terms, and that's fine, Realize the truth, accept the truth. Don't worry about what other people think about it, and just live your life from that point onward, and it should work out just fine. That's my personal advice. What do you guys think? Leave your questions, comments in the section below, and I'm going to eat these potato chips. Hopefully not develop cancer. Did you guys know that potato chips are a major cause of cancer in Western civilization? This is the truth. Okay, this is Michael Macintosh, wishing you guys a happy Monday. Thanks for watching my videos. I promise to try to make more of them this year than I did last year. And I'm going to go through older videos from previous years that I've accumulated on various formats, and start digitizing everything and putting them up on this channel. So you'll see some old stuff on here as well, not just new stuff. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys out there for being interested in all this stuff that I'm a part of, and I really do appreciate it. And so does my family, my wife Crystal, our two kids, and you guys encourage us just as much as we hopefully encourage you. Alright, thanks a lot. Have a great day.